Ждем. Что, запустилось? Эй! Эй! Да, все окей. Все выключу. Хотя надо проверить. Раз, два, три. Да, все окей, нормально. Бывало, что подводило. Гадина. Так, ребятушки, всем привет, с вами Мейк. Продолжаем с вами играть в Disco Elysium. Остановились мы с тобой на втором дне. Вот, мы с тобой уже начали разбираться более-менее в этой игре. Вот, ну ладно, погнали. Много разговаривать не буду, как всегда. Так, где у нас тут? Продолжить. В общем, мы с тобой познакомились с какой-то старухой, которая расследует все это. Точнее, она представляет профсоюз. Так что, чтобы пообщаться, давай. Давай.
Morning.
Доброе утро, коротко кивает он.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Так, Гард. Кто такой Гард? Надо вспомнить. Ладно,
I
погнали.
completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Так, надо себя переместить немножко. Тут персонажи, чтоб видно было. Так, совершенно забыл, он заглядывает в свои заметки. Простите, я плохо спала. Это они шумные и неприятные, как и говорил управляющий.
One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
Так, он что одним пробелом наших данных меньше, и одной серьезной проблемы больше. Так.
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Так, ну...
Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy. That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Ну, согласен.
In fact, even the
Погнали, да.
We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them. Continue with our...
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on... Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past... But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about...
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that...
Так, ну, можно сразу реально с ними пообщаться. Ой, я сейчас чуть-чуть потише себе сделаю. У меня самообладание на 6. Кого? Really? Так, визуальный анализ, внушение. Блин, может, грубую силу качнем? Вот грубая сила была, часто вылезала. Блин, точно. Стой. У меня же там есть задание. Вот. Самообладание. Груда одежды. Давай, подожди, самообладание у меня все хорошо. Вот, у меня на 6. У меня на 6, ну, извини меня. Так, ну чё, качнем. Давай визуальный анализ повысим. Мне, в принципе, нравится, как он работает. Так, можно поговорить с ней, можно с ним поговорить. На втором... ну давай сначала с начальником. Так, пока нет. Да все, не ной. Я ему 20 реалов сегодня должен дать. Хорошо, я отдам. Нормально. Все будет. Минуточку. Женщина оборачивается к управляющей кафетерии. Судя по тому, как она все теребит бухрома пледа, она встревожена. А таксофонов тут нет. Ближайшая будка на побережье. Приношу свои извинения за неудобство. Кажется, управляющий искренне сожалеет. Угу, конечно, ему насрать вообще на эту бабульку. Ничего я не понимаю. Ничего, я понимаю. Все равно спасибо. Она поворачивается с усталой улыбкой. Рада снова тебя видеть, золотко. Так. День добрый. Все в порядке? Ох, зайка, не трать на меня время. Просто я надеялась позвонить в телефон в танцах, но... Танцах не работает. У профсоюза вроде есть телефон, но до него так просто не добраться, как и до будки на берегу. У Гэри телефон не работает, она вздыхает. Так. Так, а что с телефоном в танцах? Управляющий отвечал туманно, хмурится она. С чего бы отвечать туманно, когда речь идет о проблемах с телефоном? Надо этим заняться, может спросить Гарта. Ну да, сейчас спросим. За нашим домом присматривает девушка, и хочу сообщить ей, что мы задержимся. Моррел, мой муж и Гэри должны были вернуться к ночи понедельника, но от них до сих пор ни слуху, ни духу. Она опускает глаза, я надеялась, что с ней связался Моррел. Так, ладно. Звучит как-то постороннее дело, а мне надо разобраться с ним. Так, нет, давай вот это. Так. Она косится в окно на бухту. Давай вот это.
Morrell is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely... But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps.
The water lock? That was broken. Could this be it?
Так, шлюз, по которому можно было перейти на другой берег, сломан. Они, наверное, просто застряли с той стороны. Давай.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
Да.
Oh, sweetie. If it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I hate to ask,
Короче, мы немножко помогли, да?
Takes you to the other side of the coast. Please do keep an eye out for my
Okay.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Да не за что.
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A crypto...
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Привет, Манжара, привет. Так, это псевдонаука, пытающаяся легитимизировать исследования. А, типа, подожди, легитимизировать... Что такое легитимизация? А ну-ка. Гуглим. Становимся умнее. Вот, ага. Где Википедия? Согласие народа с властью, его добровольное признание за ней права принимать обязательные решения. Чего? Непонятно. Непонятно. Узаконивание? Ну, плюс-минус, да. Плюс-минус. Это если прямо по-простому. Так, погнали.
That's one opinion, yes.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I didn't...
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animals. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless. And frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Так, ну давай попробуем. Хорош.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Не парочка, один мы не станем устраивать тут выставку продажу криптидов. Слышал новости по Геншину? Нет, рассказывай. Я что-то пропустил? Там всех банить начинают, всех читеров. 60 левел отменили. всем, кто 50, почти 52-го эры, дают 55-й?
He nods and assumes a cryptids. Let's hear about. Ooh, tough choice there.
Yes, it's the kind green ape. Half-war store. Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva.
Комьюнити победила, и разрабы раздали донатные крылья в качестве подарка на годовщину. Да ладно! Донатные крылья? Там были такие? Я не знал. Ну, блин. Мне бы лучше примагемы понадобились. Ну, неплохо, неплохо. Вчера, прикинь, тильт словил, сижу, короче, в Геншин играю. Ну, без стрима. Вот. И что-то сижу, думаю, а нафига я в него играю, типа... Мне же не нравится, а потом думаю, почему тебе не нравится? Типа, меня просто угнетает то, что мне надо каждый день, типа, в него заходить, чтобы всех догнать. А и 400 камней столько? Будьте здрасте, нормально. Ну окей, уже молодцы, исправились.
Yes, it has amazing healing qualities. Some soldiers reported growing. Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family. Different genus.
Короче, я буду продолжать в него играть, в принципе, но, то есть, прям на постоянной основе стримить не буду. То есть, вот, ну, как сказать, там, раз в неделю, раз в 2 недели, вот так вот. Вот. Ну, или под обнову, либо под крутилку примагемов. То есть, я сейчас, слава богу, научился копить. Вот. Поэтому... Ну, я имею в виду в Геншине. В реальной жизни пока не получалось.
Which is to say, the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor, and that evolved.
Но это не все. Сейчас пришло одно из 4 писем. Будет еще 4 подарка. Клево. Слушай, может они, типа, это сюрприз был? А народ типа, не... Ну, подожди. Сегодня же еще ивент. Продолжение ивента. Ну ладно, я сегодня уже стрим этого. Завтра тоже он будет. Вернее, всего 4 подарка. Ну, нормально, чё. В принципе, неплохо.
The lieutenant looks at you.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to imply that Sealites are inferior to us in many ways. You are superior, for example.
A tremendous evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. But perhaps we've had enough speculative biology for today.
Of course, dear. Oh, dear. I'm not sure where to begin. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a
Это не
small
сюрприз,
boy's.
они планировали продавать
And his
эти крылья
palms
за
are
30
quite
баксов.
coarse
Типа,
from
купи
all
подарок
field
себе
work,
сам.
but he's quite gentle.
Понятно. Ну тогда понятно.
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the... We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I'll buy a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find...
I hope I've been useful.
Так, ладно. Погнали далее. Что? Это мы потом найдем его. Так, с лейтенантом. Ладно, с этими придурками сейчас поговорим. Это что здесь? Помидоры порезаны до прозрачности тонко. Ну, слайсов типа, да?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and he smiles and bangs his ladle. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiled.
Так, ладно, с него ничего не вытянешь.
A heavy steel door with you immediately feel drawn. The cobalt blue. It leads to the door does not.
Так, ну да, мы здесь пробовали войти, не получилось тогда. 3 числа какой-то концерт, стрим разработчиков. 3 числа. Завтра 1, 2, а я работаю 3, к сожалению. Ничем не могу помочь. Ну побыстрее, побыстрее, что так медленно? Так, понятно, с ним разговора не завяжешь. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Кстати, очень похоже. Реально на ту компашку. Понял, так, можно с... О, тихо, деньга. Берем, забираем. Нам деньга нужна, чтобы оплатить за ночь. Прошу прощения, остаться на стриме сейчас не могу. Удачного стрима. Да, спасибо большое, что взлетел. Давай, пока-пока.
You seem a little different today.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen. That's right. I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything to you.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress. Aggressive, you make your living enforcing violence.
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the...
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
Так, теперь нам надо допросить вот этого, да. Ну иди, ты чё встал-то? А, мысль завершена, окей.
Bad news.
Скверные новости. Гийом Лемион не стал полицейским. В 1938 году он отправился по турне по провинции Синью Сафре, где скончался от аутероэротической асфиксии. Его нашли повешенным на декоративном деревянном драконе в отельном люксе. Вокруг валялись наркотические принадлежности и вредные для здоровья объекты. А на фоне играла заевшая пластинка с синглом «Страна чудес» Сильвии Трейнер. Да, это идеальная метафора о революции в 30-е годы. И да, можешь воспринимать ее как предупреждение. Понял. Понял. Короче, мне что нужно? Мне что-то нужно найти. Что-то из этого нужно найти. Ладно, погнали. Нет, с лейтенантом не надо, вот с ним поговори.
This is where you say your bit.
Че выкладывать-то? А, о, все нормально.
He and his men carry themselves like giants. You'll need to prove your mettle to be taken seriously.
Detective.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out the
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean,
You might want to start asking your questions now.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match. Starting from the right, boot size 44, blonde man, in his 30s, overbearingly masculine.
Блин, маскулинно это значит что? Маскулинность это другое же. Или он имеет в виду, типа, он поднакачанный? Ну ладно.
Wants the world to know he's a macho man. Tobacco chewing and knuckle cracking. Sitting on his right, standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Across at the other table, hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late third. A symmetric burn on his neck, resembling the letters loss. Has he tried to burn it off? And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean.
Ну это они, 100%.
The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it in the far corner. Standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 44. 40-something. Non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Size 41. With the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face. Mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is what. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy. Exactly. The missing lady driver who was running the drug trade. Does it mean the Hardy Boys are involved in the drug trade as well? Maybe. But hey, you've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Now is a good time to hit them with questions.
the fuck is with you, fella?
Так. Я нашел связь между вами и местной наркоторговлей, прикинь. Не, давай вот это.
The pretty boy. You guys real.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
You mean these boots? We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck. Yeah. We did this. Together. All of us.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Так вы просто взяли и убили, никаких сожалений?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man...
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Who do you fucking think does?
Слушай, так это она, скорее всего. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, да? Да 100% она.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius.
I think you got your answer.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man. You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Это вот этот? Где этот волоса? Это вот этот, да? А, да.
Yeah. Who do
А
you
мутный вот
think we
этот.
are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
Not in the arresting mood?
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hit, while the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve. There's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts. Their eyes are light.
Look, coppers. I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us, and...
The bore's the size of your eye. I can almost see the stars. The last thing you hear is a little murmur. Not a blast, not an echo. No one screams.
Так, я не умер, я надеюсь. Полицейские продолжают погибать.
Sad news from the district of Martinez, as the bodies of 2 police officers are...
Да ладно. Ух, слава богу, я сохранился. Прикиньте. Охренеть. Ладно. Так, ну надо сейчас скипать тогда будет это все. Ну, давай поговорим.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union must... I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace. One more thing before we do.
Good. Yeah, but...
They're in no hurry.
Так, давай внушение покачаем. Не знаю, что-то захотелось мне. Здорово.
Let me handle it.
You seem a little different today.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of...
Not a muscle moves in her face.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder? That's Titus. Talk to him.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Obviously, I'm a lawyer. A legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Так, ладно, да, не будем им хамить, их реально до хрена. Да вот, с ним поговори.
This is where you say your bit.
He and his men carry themselves like giants. You'll need to prove your
Detective.
Oh, this...
You sure take it.
Oh, he was a real...
Time to go.
Читали.
Do a head count first, starting from the right. Once the
Блин,
sitting
зачем я это
on
сделал?
a cross, and
Да
then
ладно.
the emblem in the far corner, standard working boot on his neck. Let's call this size in conclusion. Exactly the missing lady driver who was running the truck. Maybe. But hey, you've stood there for about...
What the fuck is with you, fella? The pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Well, maybe.
What are you doing, officer? We had enough questions to keep this going.
You should have kept pushing if you had something.
What are you talking about, madman? There's no eighth heart. Or what? You want to be the eighth Hardy boy?
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could...
This person Glenn wants to hire, she? So there's an eighth Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it...
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
Скорее всего.
So let me get this straight. There is an eighth Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us to...
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private heart. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer?
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this eighth Hardy sooner or later.
Yeah. By friends.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands.
Let them come. The Hardy boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose into city. So are the local gangs. The fucking...
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to mad...
These people are trained military professionals with decades of combat.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knot. I guess we're gonna see, aren't we? Right about what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit? What do you mean? Okay. No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that. Incriminating. Now that's a big boy word. You mean these boots? We all got a pair. Yeah.
There's a catch hidden somewhere.
Это мы все читали.
Could take them all away. It's too simple.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
How many people have you sent to the Shays?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For...
Rest assured, lawman. None worse than our guy.
Are you deaf? Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all? That's for the courts in Les Jardins to decide. What you can do right now is go...
No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that night.
You don't have to keep answering...
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday. Why not? Yap my ear. Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind.
А, ну это скорее всего, слушай, это наемник профсоюза, получается.
Ex-Oranese special forces.
Да, это наемник профсоюза.
A live grenade, right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that.
'Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm Oranese, goddamn."
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
А, я понял, про кого они говорят.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, Harassed workers. Threatened to kill some.
Нифига себе, все как разворачивается.
There's slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the...
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Look, show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt? Then he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
No. You're not getting a name.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
We hanged him up by his neck until he got...
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Titus, you don't...
We overpowered him. Dragged his unconscious body to the tree.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds up.
Давай.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being quit. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Always him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Понял, надо его.
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
No. Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a...
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened...
And fuck you too, copper. Picking on Angus like this.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Like what, copper?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law official.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
Блин, а чё качать? Авторитет надо? А, внушение. Так, окей, погнали. Расследовать дальше.
Guillaume Levillon.
Guillaume Levillon. Так, поговорить с Титом, поднять свой авторитет. Это мы потом сделаем. Пойдем далее. Может, что на улице поменялось. Надо еще найти мужа будет. Нам еще реалы надо найти. Так что нам предстоит много чего. Быстрее! А что, теперь ночь на дворе или что? А это кто? Это мне похер. Понятно. Так. Мы все еще ждем, когда ты принесешь новый буль взамен утопленного.
Still,
понял.
All you see is an...
Anything else I can assist you with?
Так, а этот разговаривает? Разговаривает.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day? Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything.
Respect?
I'm not even...
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard. Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone. Like,
let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
No, I'm sorry, officer. I don't even have a key card. Evrard usually said, oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties. Help with little things. Oh, yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a I hate the socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way. Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers.
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should...
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped... Sure, officer. No, I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food.
The only one you have.
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable.
You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions.
Fuck off! It's mine!
A glimmer of respect flashes in René's...
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way.
And it's gone.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get...
Так, ладно. Я понял. Пойдем в порт, пообщаемся с этой... С мадам. Ой, это кто? А ты кто? Мы с ним не виделись. Что за мужичок? Пролетарка.
Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working...
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working-class woman, why isn't she?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working-class woman needs something to read. It is. I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Mm-hmm. What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
My husband? No, he's not. I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends?
Where is this going, officer?
Yes, but... I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time, no. Why are we still talking about this? I haven't... No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking. Given the
What? That's just...
Что за
My
чушь?
daughters are perfectly fine. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
the woman before you.
Ладно, да, это бред. Она нам не нужна. Так, а здесь мы все осматривали?
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such? Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it up.
Так, ну нам не... Ну ладно, мы, в принципе, немного потратили. Сейчас надо будет у нее денег попросить. У нашей главной этой... Так, а сюда я могу? Этот все висит. Зайти я сюда пока не могу. О! Что-то новенькое.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. More old bullet holes. Half a century at least. From the revolution.
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old. Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago. But no, these do not warrant an investigation. Not much. I don't have a...
Да, идемте. Погнали. Сейчас нам надо с этой поговорить, с женщиной. Сюда я зайти пока не могу все равно, да?
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the door.
No, go check.
Backyard door.
Не хочет открывать. Так, ну мы к вам. Здравствуйте.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Of course. Anything to help. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead. Ask me anything.
What is all of this? The set.
What world? The only one, I suppose.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface.
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the city... There is a term of endearment they coined for it in the DeLorean century. Elysium. It does. There are those. A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascist. Oh, you want a picture of the world? Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside. We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day.
ORG, Occident Revichol-Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific... Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs.
A cold fear seeps into you.
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still... I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even science... But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together. You have misimagined it. I don't have the power...
Я не знаю, нужно нам это, нет?
Geometry of the images that it's like the crowning of the... See? Everyone finds something worth holding on.
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses. It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close.
The Pale is not, technically speaking.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. Remember, we have a...
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else. I don't think your colleague would appreciate that. Let's continue with something else. All right?
You could sneak back later.
Glad to have been.
Нам опять к трупу, что ли, идти? А зачем? Точно. Погнали. Сейчас узнаем серийный номер. Нам нужно к машине. Побежали, побежали. О, не, мне не сюда. Беги давай, ё-моё, блин. Давай, давай. И пошустрее. Так, нам не сюда. Нам вот сюда.
Inside, you see a set of
Да мы в курсе,
steering
мы в
levers,
курсе,
a
мы в
radio
курсе.
microphone.
Так,
Pull
снова
out
взять
two-
рацию.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Vietnamese pharmaceutical companies. So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times. Yes! That is the most recent name the ACP has been able to connect to the CBP. And the one before it was Downwell. I also have one called No, they were called Sediments. And somatosensor, it seems. All that during the last...
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should...
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though. Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then. Not yet, but I was able to convince the data 57th over and...
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook.
Так, ладно, все, найс. Это нам на завтра. Погнали дальше. Надо будет с ним сейчас тоже поговорить. Не-не-не, ой, стой. Вот с ним надо поговорить.
Still cool here, officer.
Так, ладно. Ничего нового у него нету. Здесь тоже ничего нового. Опа! Давай. Ну, мы вроде что-то пробовали делать, не? А что, ничего не происходит?
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where... This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the... You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against. Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
А, в среду утром. Все, в среду утром. Мне до среды надо дожить. Я понял. Ну, пойдем расследовать. Слушай, нам надо тогда купить книгу. Говорят, типа, когда книгу читаешь, быстрее время идет. А мне нужна среда.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person. Nope. Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do.
Yup. Nothing wrong with that statement.
You could also check.
Ладно, погнали. Нам здесь делать нечего. Это гард вот этот самый?
Looking for something?
Нет, это расист. Мы с ними со всеми говорили уже. О, давай.
Don't think so.
Suddenly, this feels like a really bad idea. Silence. He takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth, hard as a stone. But beneath it...
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in. What it means. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what? Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. in Benital. He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kipped villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
What's the matter, militiaman? No stomach for it? This man was worth a
I think we should maybe even get going now.
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. Fucking bug. How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
The man's breathing steady.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we...
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem... His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit him. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both feet. Silence is the answer. There's something off here. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Да, нету такого вопроса. Так что попробуем с этим поговорить, потом со здоровяком пойдем поговорим.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Sorry, busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Because we don't. We don't have air support or any...
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful...
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in tech. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically, grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Maybe that would work.
А, короче, совсем соглашаться и типа, что я типа, дебил, чмо, все дела, да? Давай, попробуем. А, я не могу туда пробраться, пока с ним не поговорю, я понял.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vials, those are the Simonese, the Areopagite. A receding genetic pool has led them out on reprehensible street. You know them by the names of their nation states. The Orani, the Mound are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial pure.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century.
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the other large overproduction of sebum. As proven by the Mound and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminifer, mesomorphic. The former isn't, the latter is perfected in adapting to...
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B are the unheroic race.
The Khoikos of Grad, Hugo, Zimsk, Chest et al. are what you would call white.
Yes, To an untrained eye, the koiko appear white and pinkish, like a hand sandwich. But look into their pinkness is a racial the koiko.
Is it 82?
Я все равно ничего не запомню, смысл читать.
You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
The revolution came to Ravachol. The revolution enough of tips. The F are a museum. Lesser, the mosquito is born.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
You are right. You have misunderstood. You lack bait. Then there is the Simino Koiki Kaimira. Are you the Koiko? This will never happen. But enough. It is cruel to entertain. You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venere. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, the hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company. There is nothing fun. I cannot possibly.
Капец. Столько всего. Добавьте идеи современной теории рас, ячейку дерева идеи, чтобы усвоить ее. Если человек, освободите ячейку, подождите некоторое время, когда идея усвоится, возвращайтесь к главам мира, чтобы можете узнать современный мститель. Как ее усвоить? Как разблокировать? Понятно, мне нужно туда сходить или что, я не могу понять. Ладно, пойдем к трупу. Там сейчас его осмотрим. По-хорошему мне надо типа купить книгу, чтобы время шло быстрее. Потому что вот в среду будет известно, кому, на кого форму сделали. То есть тут походу не важно, типа, сколько я буду тут обследовать все. Не, ну это важно, но не столь сильно. Давай попробуем позвонить. Еще раз девушке.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. Looks like someone you ring. What an ominous name.
Не надо. Не звони.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps.
Думаю, мы все поняли. Там какая девушка. Как мне пройти? Я ее не видел, кстати. Что-нибудь новенькое было?
Fuck does Kuno care? Fucking right, pig. Kuno's filling bathtubs with that shit. Fuck no, pig. Kuno ain't dealing to the Pope.
He's got to at least know a source. Look at him. You need to befriend him first.
Kuno doesn't...
Да понятно, что тебе поливать на меня.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of...
Хорош, есть.
Into the wild pale yonder, in the past.
What was that, pale yonder? Do you know what the pale is?
The pale gobbo. It spooks me out.
The corpse is silent. The nose in the middle.
I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. Go ahead, Cobb. What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead.
Imagination.
Ask me more questions. You fucking love because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Here you go, loony. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. No, you don't. Between you and me, your name is because you have. Do I remind you of someone? There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I.
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area. Time.
Come back later, Coppo. Of course. You have questions. Come back later.
Ничего я не узнал у него нового, короче. Так, а нам нужно вот сюда как-то пробраться. А это как туда нам залезть? Простите, пожалуйста. Не, реально, как сюда забраться? Надо решить этот вопрос. Стой, я, может быть, знаю. Я, может быть, знаю. У меня да куча заданий, кстати. Угу. Хрень какая-то. Пойдем сюда попробуем зайти. Может быть нам сюда... Ой, что-то как-то сложно все вытащить. Ладно, сейчас попробуем решить. Ну вообще надо за книгой сходить. И вот мыслеграмму, походу, вот это надо решить. Ну типа отправиться в это место, чтобы открылся слот под новую. Потому что непонятно, что делать, что происходит. Так, стой. Мне нужно на крышу, правильно же? Не-не, вот сюда можешь? А, так мы сюда зашли. Забей, просто забей. Во! Не можешь сюда зайти? Почему? Как туда попасть? Хрен его знает. Не, здесь-то мы были уже. Блин, ну что делать? Я не в курсе. Ну, зашибись. Реально без понятия, что делать. Но он туда не зайдет. И чё? Ты не дойдешь до туда. Херово. Херово то, что я не знаю, что делать. Очень херово. Может, действительно пойти книгу купить, я не знаю. Пойдем обратно в бар. Пойдем обратно в бар. Сейчас будем там что-то делать. Ну, женщины вот это не было, кстати. Так, давай узнаем у него еще кое-что.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuckgimp's got one big thing wrong with him. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit out. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to... Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't... You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending...
Yes, You met him at the gates. The one with the boots.
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Come in here.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking...
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Fuck you.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Words are fucking shit. Make you stupid.
Has Kuno been to some kind of school? Probably a school for children with behavior.
Watch out, Kuno.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about your handicap.
It's tough to tell, but he actually does, a little. He tilts his head to the right, reassessing you in the light of your badass learning.
Just a couple of...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty.
Kuno...
He could have just said he doesn't know.
Yeah, it's fucking okay. Gotta have a gimp for rock practice.
Don't ask the pigs for permission, Kuno.
Fuck you.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, Cole.
They're lost without you, Kuno.
Why don't you figure your shit out yourself? You're testing...
Get lost.
Так, ладно, погнали. Куда, чего, что? Пойдем. Да что ж такое-то? Я так понимаю, это тот мужичок. Дружелюбный наш. Ну, папа... Что?
There.
Во.
Working class drunk. You know what this means, right? Cracked it. All in a good day's work. What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is. Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the world. Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing though? There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell.
А, это ее муж? Давай, ладно, расскажем.
My husband? You're welcome. God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing. Very well then. Where is he? Excuse me? I don't follow. Right, cause working class women come with alcoholic husbands. You know what? You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband.
Ah, blam. Knew it.
I did, and he is. He's also... No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably... I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
I wouldn't be so sure. Ma'am, just to be completely clear.
Report what? He's just out drinking with his friends. I'm sure the police has better things to do than to...
She sighs, but you can detect.
All right, go ahead. Do you have any questions? Honestly, not that different from you. Oh, thank God, no. It hasn't come down to this yet. Well, he's... What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a... It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he
Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket to wear?
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it? Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him. So you are going...
She genuinely wants you to know. Don't make her ask.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure...
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsurek...
I will. Of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
Капец, опять заданий понабрал. Так, по-моему, с этим мужичком надо поговорить. По-любому он. Не он. Может, этот?
Vigilance officer? What can this all...
Не он. А сюда тоже можно было пройти? А что здесь? Есть ни хренашеньки. Да здесь тоже ни хрена. О! Конденсационная решетка, врата к реке нечистот. Так, и чего?
Yes.
Но это все будет доступно в среду. Сейчас это недоступно. Ну, пойдем после этого, что ли, я не знаю. Так. Давай с ним поговорим.
It's not often that I see officers from the army. What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes. Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what? Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it. And looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues.
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps. Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her.
This is a punch, and it did feel as if you've met before. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserved, and I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which, truth be told, she was terrible.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it? In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with them out. Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be...
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colours.
Sure thing. Sure, man.
Так, найдите свой пистолет. Продолжайте поиски, может что-то кто-то знает. Так, ну пойдем, ладно, пообщаемся. Вообще, вот я с Куном пообщался, у него новые вылезли диалоги. То есть, если у тебя ничего не загорается, это еще не значит, что у тебя нету диалогов. Может, с продавцом пообщаться, я не знаю. Кстати, да. Он же это... У него грузовик есть. Можно будет у него грузовик стрельнуть. Ну или он нас подвезет.
Everything still cool. Me? It's a boring story, officer. Very cool.
Понятно. С ним ни хера не выйдет. Поговорить? А я могу сюда зайти? А зачем? Бессмыслица. Давай с ним поговорим.
It's the cop who turned me into a bad person. He ain't one of us drivers.
It's easy to see he crosses his arms and turns his head.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms. Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs at night. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran.
He crosses his...
Ну пойдем, да, пообщаемся с этим тогда. С ребятами. Нам нужно, типа, у них репутацию заработать. И мне где-то еще 8 реалов надо взять, а то мне спать будет негде. А это не очень.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Again, just get the dead guys on.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time. Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move rolling? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver?
The thought forms in your head like a lightning. No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealer...
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course. Boo fucking who. People will...
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
My answer is... fuck off. Mind your own business.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove you...
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2...
Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys.
Так, потребуйте парня по поводу торговли.
It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Так. Ну, вообще надо с Элизабет поговорить. Так, 17% уже. А что надо, что там нужно? Сила воли, эмпатия, авторитет. Авторитет воина. Повышаем.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? I am not.
You could be, Liz. You could be anything.
Even a mod? Glenn.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International. The cold look in her eyes speaks louder than words. It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely.
What you want is of no significance, officer.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head.
Aggressive? You make your...
Just dock workers. Do dock...
Listen,
Так, читали.
you moral...
Fuck you.
So ask what you came to ask. Or get back to your commanders. No one is emotional here. Do your job.
Так, ладно. Уф. Так, что-то надо нам сделать. Надо что-то найти. С кем-то поговорить, я не знаю. Мы уже со всеми, по-моему, поговорили, с кем можно. Так, найти... Ага. Угу. Вероятно, он просто пьет где-то с приятелем. Найдите его и по возможности верните домой. Пойдем туда, сбегаем еще раз. Там я не все осмотрел, может где-то он там реально пьет с мужиками.
Looking for something? Oh, not much any apples. Fine.
He's given.
Ладно, мы это все уже читали, видели. Здесь все осмотрели. Пойдем далее. Здесь что-то поменялось? И все так же.
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old some well, he blew through the whole national treasury. His own maladministration foreshadowed Philip.
Это нам не надо. Давай с ней попробуем поговорить, я не знаю. Еще раз. Тут нечего делать, уйти, окей. Она в крови, что ли, или что, ее кто-то сбил? Здесь мы тоже все осмотрели. Блин. Сложно? Так, добавьте идею о современной... Это понятно. Найдите деньги, замените потерянный буль. Закройте шлюз в среду. Окей. Ну, кстати, много я сделал. Найдите... Да у меня есть второй ботинок, блин. Он не одевается просто. Нужно вытащить только из нее стекла. Как из нее вытащить стекла?
The worn map features the pat. Your thing finally.
Так, ну давай, что там?
It's the ledger you found. Arson, petty, the note. Judging by the.
Huh? That's a lot. This kind of case law would explain your solve. I prefer.
Like a fan of. Yes, a title. One might say even. Yes. Others, it's going to take.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost it's a holdover from the early days of the. Again, I pray his rail spiked through the head.
You don't exactly close them. So, yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HD. Why, yes, every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say that is improbable. It takes about half an hour to piece one together. Using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start? This one is the mural. True love is, people call it that. The graffito crew is easy to track down. The case files, the crew, the 9,000 people subjected to the murals, a staggering 78% of vote. Did someone ask what you believe? AKA, you was Leslie will, the only way you would, can you keep threatening? It's plain to see from the no, he must have in the process. He came at us and can't get out of his, which is also why it would be. That's all. Who knows? Don't one day you may some assholes. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. Cigarette butts. No. You didn't. Murder. Beaten to death. But Joseph Mills didn't. No. He was okay. No. Yeah. No one enters.
Не знаю, для чего это.
See?
Я опытом получаюсь.
Not much has changed. It takes about half. Not much has changed. In the back. Then rip. Then 3. You don't have to be an intellect. A monetary penalty. These are a dozen pages of thin copy paper. Yes. The rest of the stinking. It's made of something permeables. The plastic with your hands. You 4-sized paper is not. The ledger quivers in your hand. The acidics. The lieutenant.
Excuse me. I just have to ask again. I'm sad. In any case, we are now. If you'll excuse me.
Так, я много опыта получил, это хорошо. Так, может еще с ним пообщаться, я не знаю. Не надо. Ой, хрен его знает, что сделать надо, я вообще без понятия, реально. Вот вообще прям без понятия. Мы вроде со всеми пообщались, но это уже дважды идет, то есть, может, с тобой пообщаться.
Is this about the questions
О,
again? Because
давай.
a warehouse. I don't know. Maybe.
She looks up from under her.
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Reality. You mean?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher.
I don't know. What about it? We're in for it? As mankind?
What will her essay prompt?
We're in a transition. I don't know.
The clock shows.
When ordinary people, are governed. Or do you mean some? I think science still doesn't know. Though some of my friends from school have actually travelled through the Pale on their. Not that they would know anything.
Так, окей. Мы опять ничего не выяснили, ни хрена. Ни хрена мы не выяснили. Пойдем дальше, чё? Пойдем. О, уже ой, уже почти 3. Ни хрена себе.
The dented yellow mailbox.
А зачем?
There is your toe.
Cool. You really showed. I don't. Let's go.
Так, ну похельте станешь. Еще у нас. Мы здесь были, мы здесь спускались. Что? А что ты думаешь? О! Ты смотришь на отверстие, оставленное пулями, в тебе просыпаются какие-то странные чувства, в которых ты даже был вами лейтенант. Кир, смотри.
There? Those are old. Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it.
Понятно. Все, прошла эта белая хрень. Пока в эту камеру мы не смотрели, кстати.
This coin-operated viewer.
Probably some kids.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the church looks old and weather-worn. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach. And they...
Куно. Опа. Так, надо будет пойти допросить его еще раз сейчас. Пойдем с девчонкой с тобой поговорим, кстати, которая там сидит. Может, она что-то знает. Это внутри здания, забей.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire? I ain't no snitch.
Actually,
we weren't put on this earth.
Ладно, понятно. Все. Не урчи. Пойдем что ли с дружком его поговорим, я не знаю. Ой, с подругой. Так, ну в эту дверь нам нельзя зайти, вот давай с ней поговорим. Понятно? Пойдем опять к Уна. Да, у меня вот заданий много очень. Очень много заданий. Найдите спиды и разгоните кровь. Ну, я знаю, в принципе, где их купить. Я не буду тратить деньги, мне надо за ночь заплатить будет. Можно пойти допросить эту библиотекаршу, кстати говоря. Так, с малой мы говорили вроде обо всем.
Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed. Oh, no, sir. She's a working woman who comes to look... I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice. Or I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place run. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second. And
cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case. But I don't see much more.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about no such thing.
Anything else you wanted to... Maybe I can tell you about some of our... Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. What's that mean? And everything's better now, sir? That's great, sir. Head? Yeah.
no, it's your soul. Your blue. No, your. No, your mind.
No, he's wicked smart in the stories. Like you, sir, of course. He's just a fictional character. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the book.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden.
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around anxiously. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex. She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching.
Fritz, maybe? Alcohol is not good for you, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by... There's something you're missing. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, apologizing to everyone. I don't really understand. Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. No, you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes? Yes, of course. That makes sense.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those... Oh baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Так, окей, пойдем с мамой поговорим еще раз. Вообще, типа, я читал, что книгу, если читаешь, то время проходит быстрее. Надо, наверное, так и будете сделать. Так, мама.
You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool? You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at the book. Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The book, everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Oh, shameful girl. What is she up to this time?
The woman before you scans the store.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette?
Так, а зайти я сюда смогу? О! Никто в здравом уме не засунул бы свою голову в такую машину. Человек на этом плакате похож на ГЕРОЕМа Лимбиона. Ой, может быть, здесь живу? Я где-то рядышком здесь живу, кстати. Скорее всего.
Shelves filled to the crime fiction. These books, what's more, they can not a single minute. You see, a killing is declared. Oh no. Yes, tragedy. After all this, you still haven't found your quick eye note. A worn paperback from could it be the motif? Then this is the book for you.
7 реалов. Сейчас. У меня нет. Что-то тут есть.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types.
Ладно, погнали отсюда. Стой, надо было книгу купить. И что мне делать? Что мне делать? А, с Куна пойдем поговорим, кстати. Еще раз. Не знаю, есть ли смысл. Автосохранение. Окей.
Right. What about him?
She gives you a short nod before.
I don't mean...
For what it's...
I don't... Great. Nothing.
Maybe you should.
Please.
Her hands, an array of...
No, Why do you think that I smoke? No, you... I already told from the kiosk. There's...
She sighs.
Это я знаю. Мы сигареты уже покупали. Пойдем еще раз с Куна поговорим, реально. Ой, сюда зайти не можешь? Ключей нет, ничего нет. Как туда забраться? Вот на втор... А, ладно, сейчас. У меня есть догадки, в принципе.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno? Kuno thinks...
Kuno, stop!
He's off sea. Don't Kuno doesn't...
Ладно, понятно все. Забили. Инструменты. Пойдем на второй этаж сходим, потому что я уже, если честно, запутался, что делать. Вообще без понятия. Сволочи запутали меня. Просто, ну, сволочи, честно.
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant. Still the lieutenant.
А, подожди, это не та женщина? Это, по-моему, она там.
This fan has two chain pull switches. Or has it been consigned there As punishment,
Почему не
you feel as though this creature is your friend, and the switch must be broken because
Понятно.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Ну давай.
Your hands,
Ехал.
however skillful, can't
Давай
manage
это
this
попробуем.
task on their own. It's too late. Like an image on...
Ну уходим пока тогда. Ну ни хрена здесь тоже нету. Что делать, с кем разговаривать? Ёшкин кошкин. Вообще без понятия. Ой. А у меня нет этой катушки, что ли?
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it's just a... But it will not...
Понятно.
An intricate web of blue line. It still kind of looks like...
Опа.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinion. Of course, a radical centrist. It's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience. I knew we could trust you. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner forever.
Чего что? Я не понимаю, как это все связано. Чего, что сделать? Что-то здесь, что-то рядом. Он не просто так светится. Только что светился же, ё-моё.
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Не знаю, для чего я это делаю. 7-й раз, ну, пускай будет.
You see, a box full, not much. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Пойдем с Коно поговорим.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Kuno's fucking.
He could have just said he doesn't know.
Kuno knows shit. You're Get lost. The fuck do you want with it? Oh, that. Kuno decapitates pigs. That's, yeah, to the both of you.
He is incredibly pleased with himself.
Oh, that. Kuno decapitates.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
Oh, that. Too brutal for you, huh? Kuno, fuck your tongue off. Of course you want back in there. Everyone, good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about the fuck do you... Oh, that. Kuno decapitate.
What?
Fuck your shit back.
Well played.
Oh, that. Kuno decapitate. Too brutal for you. Why
Блин.
are you fucking on yourself in front of good call, Pigmeister? Don't come and talk to Kuno. The fuck do you want with good call, Pigmeister? Don't come and talk to Kuno. Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there.
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, I told you.
Pig, these are found modulars, liquid fit, performance cross. Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of... Coach Physical Instrument endorses these. They will also make you into an idiot.
All right, Piggo.
Don't do business with the...
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about... Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying, you pig...
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did,
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno. The fuck? A mug in the trash. Yeah? Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain.
I can't hear you, Kuno.
Shit, that's... Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did...
Tell the Kuno who it was.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. The fuck? A mug in the trash. Yeah? Kuno sees...
I can't hear you, Kuno.
Shit, Kuno doesn't...
Tell the Kuno.
Stop turning...
Yeah? Get your bacon... The fuck? A mug... Yeah.
Back out and take your fat ass...
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't...
Так, что надо сделать? У кого есть еще несанкционированный доступ к мусору танцев, найдите этого человека, и вы узнаете, кто подтасовал улики на месте преступления. Так, ну с ним бесполезно с ней разговаривать. Так, еще раз.
Get the fuck out of here.
So it's a girl.
I squeal. You don't want to fuck with me.
You can still see the...
I'll die before...
Понятно, что ничего не понятно. Так, тем временем 4 часа уже. Ну, я имею в виду у нас здесь. А в реальной жизни? А, в реальной тоже почти 4. Нормально. Давай попробуем связаться с той женщиной.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second. Sylvie Malaika. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? Please, no. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was great. You mean, why did I...
Why not?
Let's just say, you know who.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation.
I really don't want to talk about this. Maybe, I don't know. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. You told me back in the whirling. You told... Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Right. It's better to not ask too many questions. You hear the call.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Not yet. But I was able to convince the database people to sell private sector information. Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, I know I already wrote it in a report, but it will stay on my desk for a few days. Over. Roger that.
Чего? Свидули, ё-моё. Так, что качаем? Внушение, авторитет, авторитет. По-любому авторитет принять. Все, найс. Сложно, зеркало сложно. Средний, легендарно. В смысле легендарно? Кстати, может быть это как-то вот. Карта на стене. Сложно. Головомер. Грубая сила. Опасно. Сложно. Немыслим легендарно средне. Концептуализация. Стена на заднем дворе. Средняя. Груда одежды. Самообладание. Пойдем. Может что-то с этим надо будет сделать, я не знаю.
If he really wants to save the economy, he'd let you pay with net worth.
Так, давай.
Go over. Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
You find your hands deep in tattered and...
Economical, but also...
Не, мне реально нельзя тратить.
Shine on these sun...
Stylish shades, huh? Those UV...
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. You...
No luck.
Блин.
Oh!
Hey, at least it might actually offer some protection against the sun.
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some...
Но у меня нет столько. Блин, куда же идти? Куда же идти? О, что-то, чего? Что-то светилось. Так, пойдем. Может, еще раз допросим этого, я не знаю. Нет, это бред. Это бред. Карта. Авторитет. Тит Харди. Гастон Мартин. Легендарно. Риторика. Сила воли средняя. Порученный журнал средний. Электрохимия. Рой гнезда. Сложно. Средний. Капец мне тут качать, конечно. А что с лавочкой не так?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the...
Понятно. Блин, я с кем можно уже пообщался, по-моему, не? Ой, ладно. 3% это вообще ни о чем. Пойти, что ли, реально книгу купить? А что делать? Ну, реалов у меня нету. Блин, ну не, я реалы потрачу. Ой, что происходит? Тут еще где-то прилавок был, да, вот здесь вот. Может, подешевле, чем есть?
Oh, blood and violence. What does it matter? If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Helm Dallam.
Так, ладно, пойдем. Пойдем. Конечно, когда пойдем. Пойдем что-нибудь другое делать. Вот здесь, может, что?
Понятно. She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list. The lieutenant exchanged.
It's you. My God.
It's a woman. And she knows. She must be mistaking you for someone else. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought ever since I came to live here.
A spot of static overrides her words.
It's so nice to be able.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by. It's getting...
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates
Сила воли,
the call.
давай. 58%.
Whatever
Хорош.
she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Strong. All right. Maybe not help. There's a light buzz.
Понятно.
Yes, hello. This is Trice.
Here come the bad vibes again.
It's you.
Wait. Is she...
Michelle. Why did you even call?
The voice from the intercom doesn't... And then she tries again not to cry. Her sad... This is where you hung up. A phone ring. No one. Her words are too cold to comprehend.
So it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from... Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short...
That is true. Silence. Silence. This button.
This button.
Так, здесь мы тоже все прочекали. Я не знаю, может пойти попробовать, действительно. Блин, 28% это очень мало, на самом деле. Это прям капец как мало. Попробовать здесь, может, что-нибудь купить. Не, ну блин, покупать мне точно ничего не стоит. Надо будет сходить еще раз к женщине, к нашей. Может, она мне даст реалов. Мне надо 20 реалов, а то мне ночевать реально негде.
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles into the machine. Do you know
Я
what you
нашел.
should do with it?
Вот, здесь сдавать бутылки-то можно. Во,
The tear
супер.
machine stands...
Супер. Наконец-то я нашел.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the same...
Не, мне этого не надо.
To the left of some...
Там сигареты, выпивка.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both
Вино
alcohol
красный
and cigarettes
командор.
damage your health.
Водку выдержанную в серости, ни хрена себе.
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says. Huh? Speed. Like, speed.
Of course not. Frit is an establishment that acts within the law.
Bah. What's the point if they don't even sell the good drugs?
The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong. You know.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do. Here you go, mister.
Ну, просто попробуем. Все, спасибо. Давай, пей. Давай. Так.
Well, hello. What a solid can of mass-produced piss water. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughable. There's a satisfying pop as the cap comes. The golden sun.
Давай, пей. Физиология улучшена. Просто хорошо. Блин, минус боевой дух, правда. Вот. Хорошо. Зато задание выполнил. Зато задание выполнил. И физиология улучшилась, между прочим. Только я не знаю, за счет чего. За то, что ты выпил алкоголь, она, по-моему, наоборот должна ухудшаться. Это же логично. Так, тем временем, ни хрена я там уже задание-то повыполнял, блин. Нормально. Купите треники Фауну Куна. У меня нету, блин. Давай с тобой поговорим еще раз.
Looking for something? It's not the most popular topic nowadays. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. People who've studied these things say that you and me. Open your eyes, haven't you? This concerns you, policeman.
Oh?
Good.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not the most popular topic. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior.
Oh?
Go right ahead.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression remained. Not a lot of moral fiber on what happened.
Так, давай поговорим.
When you said before that you were down with...
Well, now you've done it. Let's see if you can talk your...
I suppose that's a relief. Just be careful how often you avail yourself. And one more thing. As you've seen, these sorts of attitudes are... I've had this conversation enough times in my life.
Да не ссы, нормально все. Все нормально, братец. А, физиология улучшилась, я понял, типа, за счет... Блин, а где найти деньги? Замените потерянный буль. Как это выполнить? Я не знаю, помогите. Пойдем еще раз с женщиной общаться, я не знаю. Я уже запутался. Я уже реально запутался, я хотел что делать. Буду честен с вами. Может, что-то сломать надо как-нибудь? Ну давай, вот, аж где у тебя? Болторез его. Взаимодействовать никак нельзя, что ли?
Hey, what's that noise down there?
Тоже закрыто, блин. Надо какие-нибудь ключи или что-нибудь такое. Понятно. Все с вами понятно. Ну, в среду шлюз откроется, это уже хорошо. А среда у нас через 5 часов. Ну, долго, конечно, еще ждать. Ладно, с этой клушей мы разговаривать не будем. Бесполезно. Вот с ней надо поговорить, мне кажется.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Of course. Anything to help. Until the...
They don't report.
Not on this. It's a matter of days. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around. The remaining contractors. They're... that the man...
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in
Last Sunday. Either way, that's a good question.
You'll meet her soon enough, you feel.
I am sorry to have been the bearer.
Блин, может реально... Как вот время занять? Как время занять? Что реально пойти книгу купить? Но у меня тогда реалов не будет. А мне нужны реалы. Слушай, может реально продать что-нибудь? У меня же есть тут куртка. Блин, ну у меня всего 9 реалов, я ничего не смогу продать.
Hi, Ace Detective. Oh, King. I think that's why.
Seems like most people.
But it does make the... Okay, sir. It's the type of... Or there could be a story about a poor... It happens. Those are unhappy. That's really... I guess. These are not... Well... I haven't... I'm sure... Maybe some about other books?
Понятно? Бесполезно. Ой, а что делать-то? Что делать?
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps.
Может, что-то здесь, типа? Задний ход, поворот. Может, тачка как-то, я не знаю.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the white suede feels luxurious under the touch. And
this is the
motor carriage. Something, nothing.
Yes, sorry about that.
He says it with...
No, I'm afraid not. The Caprice motorcar...
In the cabin, you...
Ладно, все, мне это не нужно. Пойдем попытаем счастье, я не знаю, ну, все равно, типа, завтра тоже надо будет с ним разговаривать, скорее всего. Может, он и пропадет завтра. Ну, я имею в виду, типа, в среду по игровой. Но мы сегодня вообще не продвинулись никуда. Вот реально никуда не продвинулись. Просто тупо бегаем весь день.
It's you again. What is it?
Ну, давай, ладно. Попробуем.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't... The law.
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
No, asshole. You're nobody. I'm the law.
Stop yelling about the goddamn law in my establishment. We get it.
Let's just all cool off. We had some questions, that's all.
Again.
Good one, Titus.
Yeah, lawman.
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him.
Not in the arresting mood.
By your side, the lieutenant while the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make about...
Хреново. Надо было подождать все-таки. Но все равно у меня был бы там на 50% шанса. Ну что, то же самое было. Но автосохранение это хорошо, конечно. Но мне это ничего не дает.
He smiles. It's almost like music. He looks up at you. Shrugging is an international sign for... You see that you immediately feel the door does not. The door...
Я делаю все то же самое, блин.
Just a moment.
She's at
And there's the close. It's fine.
the lady is distressed.
Кстати, вы с ней
Perhaps something
разговаривали?
more upbeat might cheer her up.
Please don't trouble your.
It faints.
The union office probably the manager.
Why would he?
To let the I was all.
You hear that? Someone's miss. That's right. Now
That's just.
a cold breeze hisses through dense.
You have more important things to worry about. Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eye. Oh, well. One other thing. We'll be celebrating. I hope I've been useful. Just some field work, but they.
The water lock that was broken. Could this be it?
Oh my. What happened to the water lock? Oh, sweetie.
You're welcome.
I hate to ask, but if you're.
This will surely. Yes, some left.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Так, окей. Ну, это мы встретим его только завтра. Че, реально, пойдем купим книгу тогда? Потому что я читал, что... Я не помню, где это я увидел. А, я здесь это увидел. Испытать удачу с красной проверкой можно только один раз. Снова лучше, соответственно, снова. Понятно. Отобрать уже никак, да? Парьёщ. О, физиология увеличилась, окей. Пойдем реально купим книгу. А у меня сколько? 9 реалов? Ну, как раз. Блин, а я не смогу лечь спать, кстати. Херово, да, наверное? А если я не смогу лечь спать, типа я на улице буду спать? Игра заново не начнется, я надеюсь. Почему начнется? Так, давай.
In your hand, you hold the story open. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from 2 days later. Desperate to clear his name, Mullen manages. Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the nerve reveal. Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the outwardly the he would certainly have the motive and the means. But the captain walks with a typical privilege. The kid doesn't exactly have Torvald. That said, one evening, yes, comfort and pleasure, the warmth of another. As the two love, I love you. Whatever it is, Mullen never. Who can you trust in this? The lieutenant gives you a quizzical when Mullen comes to. Mullen trash. The heat is. Can you solve the case? What is it, detective? There was never, for a moment, you won't find the answer. It's a dangerous line of work. Is it really so? Like what? Do you even have? Just make. But then, what does this? So, who did it? Could be. You begin. You try to grab the pages as they come. Dozens of pages scattered.
Ah, yeah. Perhaps this is.
Don't forget, in your hand, the cover features the tagline.
Are you really reading that, detective? Good luck finding.
The point is for the reader to feel why.
There's
truly no point. If you the story opens, Spillane needs Mullen to 2 days later, desperate to clear his.
What's the matter, detective?
The lieutenant. Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole. And not just secrets are the currency of the nerve reveal. Not only is the local outwardly, he would certainly a typical privilege. The kid doesn't exact. One evening. Yes. As the two lovers, I love you. Whatever it is, in your hand.
Отлично. 21:15, супер. Все, идем. Нам нужен следующий день. Блин, у меня боевой... Приветствую, помнишь ли ты меня еще? Я пропал на долгое время. Я очень рад, что смог вернуться. Здорово, Фиска, да, конечно, я помню. А чё, где пропадал? Да ладно, ничего страшного, чё. Пропадал. Тут, в принципе, все так же, ничего не поменялось.
can I help you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting my time?
Так, а если там никого нет? Сможем туда пробраться? Не-не-не, монетки возьми. Взяли. Поступление в колледж? А, ну красавчик, что, поступил? Ну теперь все. Ну, малорик. Спеть я, походу, не смогу. Красавчик, красавчик. Молодец. Я колледж закончил, ой, давно, лет 5 назад. Так, походу, я не смогу зайти в свою квартиру. Да, зашибись. Хреново. Очень все хреново. Если у меня не будет 20 реалов сейчас, я не смогу вообще ничего сделать.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are. Oh, yeah.
It's a...
That's
She's used to...
My apology.
It's not a... Searching for such species called cryptid.
There's really no point in...
Oh.
One cryptid. No, and I...
Ooh, tough choice there.
Of course. Oh, sweetie, it's fat.
The lieutenant.
Of course, dear.
You know...
Of course, officers. What an in...
Of course.
It's the cold amount. It could be like nothing.
Fine, I'll...
Many scientists, plenty, when play the scientists, they realize, sequester, that is a sap. They tried to...
This lady...
Exact. After that,
Of course.
I'm glad. What about what?
Hey.
The lieutenant...
Ah.
Well, yes, indeed. Which is to...
The lieutenant.
Oh, no, I...
A tremendous evil...
Of course.
Мне нужны реалы, я хер знаю, где взять.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? Obviously, I'm a lawyer. What you want is of no aggressive.
Just don't.
Listen. So ask what you came to ask. Or get back to... I don't need private time.
Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes. You hustle. Oh, yeah. Look at yourself. That is the sign of a little. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in, oh yeah. Can't say that. You didn't log that. Yeah, you're in the... Sure. Are you rich? Get out of here. The guardsman. Boo-hoo. Look, that's right. Every time. 98. What are you, a racist? Don't. Here you go, hustler. Fight. It's clear you like the hard stuff, Rota. Evening, the vows, lower into fascism, many things, but it's music. Quit stalk. Yes, worm. That's what you're going. There's a secret one. Hey, yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready.
Я ни хрена не понимаю, что происходит вообще. У меня уже голова гудит.
It's you again. What is it?
И что мне до утра что делать? Ну тут, короче, детективчик, вот, и я застрял здесь вообще. Я не знаю, что делать. Вообще не понимаю, что делать. Я знаю, что мне нужно 20 реалов, но это, короче, валюта, типа, чтобы пережить эту ночь, так сказать.
Was that? Could it be? The Calder Mama Dakwa? There seems to be. Lena also said, oh no, no. So it does.
А, ночью тут никого уже, да? Пойдем расследовать, пойдем. Так, это здесь сидит. Ладно, почитаем книгу. Где у меня там книга моя любимая?
In your hand, you hold. Why? There's truly, if you insist. The story opens with a knock. Spillane needs Mullen to drive 2 days later.
Так, мне нужно до утра ее читать.
What's the matter?
The lieutenant shrugged. Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of Deneuve revealed. Not only is outwardly that he would certainly have outwardly that he would certainly have outwardly that he would certainly have them outwardly he would certainly have them a typical privileged twat. The kid doesn't outwardly that he would certainly have the motive. A typical privilege. The kid doesn't outwardly that he would certainly have outwardly that he would certainly have the motive outwardly. The old police captain.
Так, отошел, но уже тут. Ты как поживаешь? Да нормально в целом. Неплохо все.
The kid doesn't exact outwardly. He would certainly have
Вот если бы я еще понимал, что здесь делать, было бы прям отлично. А я не понимаю, что делать.
That he would certainly one evening, yes, as the two lovers, I love you, whatever it is, in your hand.
Так, все, никого нету вообще на улице, по идее. Не должно быть никого. Цена за видеокарты поднялись до безумия. Да, есть такое. Я вообще, блин, рвал, получается, нормально. Я не знал, что... Ну, получается, я в прошлом году купил, через 3 месяца, то есть год будет, как я видюху купил. Жестко, конечно. Опа. Да, это мы знаем.
You see, I have the cobalt. It leads to the door.
Блин, 20 реалов, где эти возьму их?
Can I help you? Do I have a
It's not a shaker. It's nothing.
Am I wearing am I
Because he's not a
Because I'm not
Play it calm. This man needs to
Well, you're not
This is a thoughtful exchange.
Got the 20 real. Then why
Нет, у меня 20 реалов. Нету. Хреново. Я 1660 смотрел неделю назад, 2.30, сейчас 40. Про 2060 и 360 молчу. Ой, ты чё, я думал, ты про 3070, по 38, но про новое поколение. Ну да, ценники сейчас вообще лютуют по полной. О, кстати, можешь попробовать сейчас туда сходить. Может, там никого? Точно. Там никого же не должно быть. А, нет, стоит, гад.
The unpromising race pupil returns. There must be some friction there.
Mr. Clare also to serve it. Above all, I am not the South. We are. I am. No.
He would be the
Yes.
This could have made him more open to discussing.
Ладно, с ним бесполезно разговаривать. Новое поколение это ужас, твоя карта стоит как машина. Ну да. Я реально, ну, типа, я сейчас... когда я узнал, насколько ценники поднялись. У меня моя видеокарта стоила максимально, я видел, 200 тысяч. Я за 55 брал. Жестко, конечно, согласен. Ценники подняли в 3-4 раза. Я не знаю, с чем это связано. Сейчас полляма. Да не, полляма. Нет, полляма... Да какой полляма, не. 300-350 тысяч сейчас стоит 30-90.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a
Так.
radio mic.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Not yet. But I was able to convince the database people to serve private sector.
Так, завтрашнему утру. Сейчас будем скипать. До завтрашнего утра. Читаем.
In your hand, you hold. Why? If you insist, the story of Spillane
можно до
needs
утра
Mullen
дожить.
to drive him in from Vespa. 2 days left, desperate to clear his.
What's the
lieutenant shrugged. Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the Deneuve revealed. Not only is the local police captain outwardly that he would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walked outwardly. He would certainly have the motive. A typical. The kid doesn't Torvald. That said, one evening, yes, As the two, I love you, whatever it is. When Mullen trapped the heat, and you'll never know what makes you think. How do you know this could in your hand?
Что за бред? Почему времени шло? Бредятина какая-то. А, образно. Ну, образно, да, возможно. Ну вот, на Яндекс.Маркете. Ну, сотку она сейчас стоит. От Политы, если именно брать. Вот прям вот она моя, от Политовская. 107 тысяч. Ну, в 2 раза сейчас цене. Это, в принципе, не так много. Ну, что поделать? Что поделать? Так, а если еще раз давай?
In your hand, you hold. In your hand, why? This, if you insist. The story of Spillane needs Mullen to drive him. In your hand, you hold.
Бред какой-то. Я вот не знаю сейчас ком взять или ждать, а то все думаю, потом куплю. Сейчас надо понимать, что не знаю, что делать. Ну, либо ждать, либо брать. Ну, у тебя одна видюха будет 100 стоить. Под нее надо процессор хороший. 1020 он будет стоить. То есть 120. Остальное по мелочи там, ну 150 компьютер у тебя будет стоить минимум, не меньше.
A sturdy metal door.
Madame.
There is no reply.
Ни хрена не получается у меня.
Hello again, officers.
She turns hatred.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on a first name basis. It's where they grow whores like her. Pig's not half as dumb as he looks. I ain't no.
Actually,
we weren't put on this earth, so can't you? I haven't really started it yet. This place is so. I thought I'd. Have you ever? We rarely. Yeah?
Let's be realistic. What are you going to do?
You heard your partner, Piggy.
В принципе, у тебя 2 варианта, да. Здесь все время проход был? А как он там оказался? Лол. А, это багануло, типа? Он там что-то делает. Прикольно. Ким пока от меня отвалил, отлично. Надо уходить от него. Он пока добежит до меня, я успею как раз. Здравствуйте.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with at this late? Matter of fact, I don't. I have a medical condition of my own. Nothing unusual, though. Of course. That's what I'm here for. More lessons in basic reality. My favorite part of the day. Go ahead.
Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
Fine.
See? What can he do?
Are you sure you're sure? Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter.
А какую карту за сотку брать? Ну, 3070. Ну смотри, если ты рассматриваешь просто поиграть, вот 1650, да? Что она там? GeForce. Сколько в ней гигов? 4 гига, да? Ну не, маловато будет. Цена какая? Купить. Не, ну она того не стоит. 70 рублей она стоит. Но если ты типа хочешь прям максималку типа ультра комп себе собрать, тебе лучше взять нового поколения, все, ну в плане хотя бы видеокарту. Но игра серьезно, типа как и играть, так и заниматься дизайном. Ну, 3070 тебе в принципе вполне подойдет. Либо 3070 Ti. Да, да. Ну там много выбора на самом деле. Типа, это надо читать. Тут смотря какой бюджет. То есть, если у тебя бюджет там 100-150 тысяч, то в принципе... Ну, я говорю, вот как моя, 100 тысяч сейчас она стоит.
An oceanic easel, achromatic, odorless, no detective.
As your gaze
Yes, an uproar. Imagine a grey... The most disco thing you... Yes. Is this the first time? Then tell me. What do... You really didn't know. I hope so. You have me.
Good. You have not passed out from it. But I...
Damn it, you're a grown man, the lieutenant.
Good luck, detective.
Так, ну ладно, найс. Это выполнил. Может, у нее денег попросить? А, это вы включаете. Ага. Я понял. Я не знал, что такая штучка есть. Почему мне никто не сказал? 160 бюджет, позже посмотрю. Ну, 160, в принципе, можно хороший комп собрать. Прям очень хороший. При таком бюджете. А почему время остановилось-то? Че оно не идет? Все, залагало все.
Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? 3 days ago, during that time. Okay then, good.
Время остановилось. Я хз, что делать. Улик мы не нашли никаких. Ничего мы не нашли. Понятно, магазин закрыт.
With a good call, Pigmeister. Yeah. The kingdom of Kuno. Yeah, whatever. Fucking right. Don't be yanking.
He's got... You need to befriend him first.
Kuno does...
Как я с ним подружусь, если он неадекватный? Ой, жестко, жестко, я не знаю. Может, пока закончить сегодня. Ну, очень такая скрупулезная игра. Не знаю, зачем я стримить начал. Ну, кто знал, кто знал. К 2 часам засыпают абсолютно все. Ну, конечно, все, вон комната еще. Блин, она не баганулась, игра-то, у меня время просто не идет. У меня реально время не идет. Ничего не происходит. И времени нет. Надо думать. Может, что-то я не так сделал. Так, у меня 9 реалов. $16.53. Книгу я еще не купил. А денег где достать, не знаю. Ладно, короче, сегодня на этом закончим. Я не знаю, буду ли я продолжать в эту игру играть. Она какая-то очень слишком запутанная, сложная для меня, наверное. Вот. И сидеть тупить не... Хз, нет желания. Вот. Ладно, спасибо всем, кто пришел, посмотрел. Фиска, тебе отдельно спасибо, что залетел. Вот. Лайкосик только не забудь поставить. Да. Все, тогда на этом сегодня закончим. Всем пока-пока, до новых встреч.